Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Texas Double Running Talk Show. This is your host, Briston Rains, and today we have Zack Richardson on. He's 18, and he just ran a 100K, a 60-mile race at 18 with, barely any training. This man's a beast. But before we get into that, I got some exciting stuff. So we're recording this on a Friday, but it's coming out Saturday. So while you're listening to this, December, I think, what is it? I don't even know the date of my merch drop. December 5th at noon. Our merch drop is dropping for our first ever original clothing brand. So our designs, what I'm wearing right now for the YouTube watchers, we're dropping it tomorrow at noon. It's gonna sell out. I've already sold a couple of friends and family that wanted it before, and I didn't make a whole. I probably made 50 pairs of clothes all around. So. Yeah, make sure you hop on the merch drop, TexasDoubleRunning.com at noon tomorrow. It's going to sell out, I bet, within 24 to 48 hours. In my first ever race, putting on race directing, is Saturday after next. I'll make a podcast talking about it, how it went, everything like that. But now to get back to Zach. Zach, how's everything going?
Going great, just trying to finish out this first semester here at college, and that's about it.
Yeah, this guy, he's a cross-country runner. He's in college right now, and he went and ran 60-mile race the other day. But before we're going to get into that, we're going to go over the main topics, and we'll touch on some subtopics just for the guests to know what we're going to be talking about. So I'm going to ask him about the Dino Valley 100K, which is the race he ran. How do you keep strong mental toughness? And the third main topic is what's it like being an ultra marathon runner at such a young age? And we have a bunch of subtopics talking about Kilian Jornet, Andrea Huser, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and a bunch of other really cool stuff, and a study from Hawaii. Just some really cool stuff for any children or children listening. So let's go ahead and hit the first main topic, the Dino Valley 100K. Tell us about it.
Yeah, man, November 21st, kind of signed up really out of nowhere, running with a group, Team Dirt and Vert, here in the Dallas area.
No, that's a Team Dirt and Vert.
Yep, shout out to Team Dirt and Vert. Well, yeah, I was kind of I wanted to do an ultra race, but my coach kind of told me not to. So I kind of threw out the idea to run a 50K. He said, no, you can't run the 50K. We got track season coming up.
He never said he can't run 100K.
So I was like, you know what? We'll do the 100K then, I guess. Sign up a month out and show up to the race day pretty much. So, yeah.
This dude ran 20 to 30 miles a week. I saw on Strava, this dude didn't, train how you should train for an ultra. I would have, at least had, a 40-mile, 30-mile long run in there before. This man just jumped into it. Tell us about, what happened during the race.
Yeah, so like you said, I didn't really train right for it. It's kind of the mental part. I knew I wasn't really physically ready, being a month out on cross-country legs. I had the speed for 10 miles, but not for 60.
Yep.
So it's kind of more mental training. The first loop, it's a six loops, 10 miles worth. You got to do it 6 times. First loop we did, pretty cool weather out, pretty nice in the morning, 8 a.m. start. Second loop came around, sun started to come out, started to heat up a little bit. That third loop, dehydration kicked in a little bit, started to feel it, a little bit of vomiting, fun stuff. From there it went downhill, had to start readjusting goals, trying to go out for 13 hours, but didn't work out, had to start kind of doing the little ultra runner shuffle at the end there.
Yeah, I was watching on the live feed. I don't know if you remember me texting you. I was like, you got one more loop. You're probably wondering how I knew. But I was watching on the live feed, and I saw y'all took it out pretty quick, but I saw in there you're doing little shuffles. So
Oh yeah, that little first lap there, I think we finished in an hour and 20 minutes. Cooking pretty fast.
Yeah, before you were telling me how you wanted to go for y'all wanted to go for the course record and everything. I was like, dude,
That's what we were shooting for.
Yeah. Hey, you still got through it though, and you finished. You're probably one of the youngest guys there finishing, right?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
How did they react to you finishing? Were they just like?
I finished at about 2:30 a.m. Pretty much everybody was gone that would have cared.
Oh,
so
wow.
I finished, sat in my car, kind of was pretty happy, drove back to the hotel and got some sleep.
Did you blast a little yachty like you said you were driving back home?
Got done listening to a little boat, just how it is.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the people that aren't Gen Z trail runners are not going to understand some of the stuff we're talking about. But that's
Nope,
totally okay because I know they're
it's
going to
okay.
understand most, you know. So, super cool, man. Man, I'm still, trust me, dude. I promise, dude. I'm not an ultra runner yet, but I will be, bro. Give me
Yes, you will.
give me 6 months, 6 or 8
Yeah, you
months,
got it.
and we're gonna do one. And it's I'm gonna have you come with me because you're a freaking 100K runner now. And guys, this guy, he went from a marathon to 100K. He didn't do 50K or anything in between. He just jumped to it. So let's I'll be there soon, guys. Though, and I'll do a podcast talking about it. I'll
Yeah,
probably
he's
have
got
Zach
it.
film it,
I'm
and
gonna
we'll
interview him.
post it. Yeah, we'll post it on Texas Double Running YouTube channel. But so let's go ahead and go to one of the subtopics real quick. So Andrea Huser, I think that's her last name. She's a champion ultra runner, and she unfortunately she was doing a training run, and she passed away on the training run. She ended up falling off the trail or something crazy like that, and that's just that's crazy because my mom, whenever I go run trails and stuff like that, or when we went to New Mexico this summer and I was running trails, dude, it really is so easy to tragically fall on some trails. I don't think some people understand how dangerous the trails can be, you know? And so yeah, prayers go out to her though and her family. That's super tragic, and that just goes to be careful, guys, when y'all are trail running or running on trails or mountains alone or anything like that. It really is dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one of the news things that I saw that I wanted to put in here for people that may not know about that. Second thing, Kilian Jornet drops out of a 24-hour record attempt saying he had chest pains and he felt dizzy and exhausted. He ended up in a hospital. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Kilian Jornet is the best ultra runner, and he was going to take the record for a 24-hour race. They run around a track for 24 hours. Whoever gets the most miles wins, and he wanted the world record, which is 180-something miles or something crazy. And he went for the record, I think 6 or 7 hours in. He started feeling pains and stuff, had to get hospitalized, and ended up dropping out. What do you think about that, Zach?
I don't know. It's pretty crazy because I think he had that 10K that he raced, 4:48 pace. So I mean, he's a quick guy at a lower level, but I don't know really what would have caused all the problems that he was kind of facing.
Yeah, it was actually I was surprised. I remember tuning in on live, and it was actually right before he dropped out. I was at the 8-hour mark watching, and I was oh, I'll wake up tomorrow and see that he did it or something. And I woke up the next morning and I saw all these crazy things. I was oh, Kilian Jornet, he didn't even do it. But yeah, that's crazy. And yeah, I don't know. He said he felt dizzy, exhausted, and felt pain. So I don't know if that's a COVID thing or what that is. But
I don't know. I wonder if it was something to do with overtraining. If he did kind of push it a little too much harder than what he normally does.
Yeah, I have no clue. That was crazy to hear though. But prayers go out to him though. All right, back to Zach. Zach. So we already covered how many miles you did per week going into it. So what's the next distance? You did 100K. You just gonna skip to the 200 miler now, or?
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking I'm gonna try and kind of master the 100K. Maybe try and stay here for a bit.
Okay.
I'm looking at maybe some races in the summertime, some hotter ones in the summer, some 100Ks, and then after that, maybe.
You want to name one of the hot ones?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I've been looking around. I want to maybe try Bandera.
What's the one July 24th, the marathon?
Are you talking about the Texas Diablo putting on by
Texas Diablo Marathon? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Who's putting that on again? What's that company called?
Pretty sure something like Texas Devil Running Company, right? The up and coming company, right?
Yeah. They're July 24th, hottest marathon in Texas coming out.
Yes, sir.
Plug that in there. But
I'll be there.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be big. But do you want to do the Coconino 200 or something this summer, or?
I don't know. We're looking at some more 100Ks, maybe a 100-miler in the summertime, maybe.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I think depending on how my knee feels, I want to do a 50K, in the next 8 to 10 months. I'm serious.
Right.
Yeah. Like I want to do it somewhere cool. I don't want it to be like some like one on like Ray Roberts, you know? I want it to be cool.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta go do some of those Aravaipa.
Yeah. Might have to. All right. Moving on to the second main topic. So how do you keep strong mental toughness, dude? Because honestly, like obviously, physically, you weren't like physically like you were fit, but you weren't physically fit for a 60-mile race. So it was obviously
nowhere near it.
all mental. So tell us, how do you keep strong mental toughness? Like,
I don't know. Yeah, probably about 3 weeks out from the race, I kind of realized nowhere near physically ready for this.
yeah,
So it kind of turned into I can't really prepare physically, but I know at mile 30 when I'm sitting down, got past the marathon, each new step's a new achievement. I'm kind of like I'm not gonna really want to get out of that chair when I'm sitting there, knowing I have a whole nother marathon to go.
yeah. All you have to do is just read the David Goggins book before your race, and you're good to go.
Yeah, so, there's just certain little things that I did that I didn't want to do at all in training to try and go. So I'd do a 15-mile run in the morning, and then I'd wake up at like 1 a.m., get done with homework, and I'd be like, well, I don't want to go run 10 miles, but I'm going to have to. And I'd get outside and go run another 10. Just little things like that to try and build the mental toughness.
Yeah. I saw a lot of that on Strava. We were like, I didn't want to get up, but yeah, do what you gotta do. You put like David Goggins or something like that.
Lots of stuff like that.
Yeah. Super cool, man. Did you ever yell "They don't know me" on the trail?
No, I did not. I thought it. A couple who's gonna carry the logs? A couple things like that.
Yeah, I feel like some people listening have no idea what we're talking about. David Goggins is like the world's toughest man on earth. He went through Navy SEAL training like buds 3 times in a row, and that's his thing. He says is they don't know me, and who's gonna carry the logs? He says that
they don't know me, son.
Yeah, they don't know him. So, just one of the little jokes we put in there for people that may not understand. But yeah, we'll go ahead and go back. These are questions that I'm going to ask you too. These are questions we ask every guest. So, What's your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness.
And it could be a true biggest weakness. Like it's not like a job interview question.
I would say probably slipping into being too comfortable in my life. There's certain times, I wake up and I don't want to do something. So I'll push it off and I just won't do it. Yeah. Even though if like it's going for a run, going to the gym, I don't want to do it. It's probably my biggest weakness is becoming too comfortable.
Yeah. You do leg day?
Do I do leg day?
Yeah.
I do now. I realized I needed it.
Yeah. Honestly, I was before the semester ended, but I've been like here like almost about 2 weeks now, and haven't been to the gym yet. So when I go back for leg day, it's gonna be a tough couple of days running. So.
It's gonna be a tough week, man.
Yeah. Hey, this is a big thing. Ultra trail runners out there listening, don't skip leg day.
You can't.
Like Jim Walmsley, he might skip leg day, but guess what? You don't skip leg day.
No more.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you listen to Greg, which he's the guy on Team Denver, he's actually like a really good ultra marathon runner, and he talks a lot about strength and everything like that. Like it's important. And
he does lots of yoga, lots of strength training. Doesn't run that many miles, honestly.
Yeah, and that guy that ran the 200-mile race that I had on, it was like a month or two ago, actually. Why can I not think of his name? I think it's not Nick. It might be Nick. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. If you're listening, I'm so sorry. But he talked about how training for the 200-mile race, I think it was the Moab 240, he would always do strength training. And he told us his schedule. It was like all body weight. It was like crazy amount of burpees, like squat stuff, ab stuff. Yeah. Important.
Because it builds up in the end. At mile 100, you still have 140 to go.
Yeah.
You can rely on a lot of running, but you got to rely on a lot of strength.
Yeah. And I mean, I've been doing a lot of upper body. Like I always do push-ups and stuff, but I don't ever really do leg stuff. So I probably need to start doing that.
Right.
Everybody listening out there probably does also. But yeah, we'll keep you updated on later podcast. So where do you see yourself in 1 year?
In 1 year from now?
Yeah, 1 year.
I see myself growing as not only as like an athlete, but my mental fortitude whenever it comes to running these distances.
That's good.
Yeah, lots of more training. I need a lot more training for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of opened my eyes, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Um, so what did your parents think about you running this race? Did they even know? Did you tell them?
Well, I told my mom 2 weeks out. I went home to visit, and I was like, show up there, and I just got done with a run. I was like, hey, Mom, I had all my stuff on still. Like, yeah, well, I got 100K coming up. She said I was crazy. My dad said I was crazy. They all said I was crazy, but they were all pretty supportive about it.
That's good.
Yeah,
I feel
everybody
like,
was pretty happy afterwards.
yeah, that's good. That's good to have people supported and happy for you. I mean, I feel like if I did, my parents would be mad because they'd be like, because they know, because I've said it, that running that distance makes you have slow twitch muscles and it makes you slower for slower distances that we need for college cross country.
Right.
And so they already know that. So if I told them, hey, I'm going to go run a 50K or 100K, they're going to be like, you shouldn't be doing that. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I ever did.
My mom was like, are you ready for that? I was like, oh, yeah, no, definitely not. So that didn't really reassure it at all. Kind of made it worse.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. And honestly, now that I think about it, dude, when I'm doing my first 50K, I'll just do it solo with you. And we could do it like on the hottest day in the summer in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
On the
I'll be there.
Day. All right. Yeah, sounds good. Because I can't tell my parents. I can't go sign up for one to go because then my parents will go. So, Mom and Dad, if you're listening, I was just kidding. So
just kidding. We're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not that
We're just
crazy.
messing around, yeah.
Yeah. A study in Hawaii showed that in ultra running, it isn't muscle. It's mostly mental. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can pretty much attest to that right there.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. It's not. It's willpower. Like that's what ultra running is about. And I say that like I am an ultra runner, but I mean I'm saying it based off of other people's experiences.
Right.
Like, everybody says it's all mental, and it's so true. Like if you're doing a race, it's totally all mental. So,
especially when it comes down to like loops like that, and you get done and you're back at the car, you have your keys, and you can easily tell them, "Hey, I'm going home." Put your keys in your car and you leave.
Yeah.
But you still got 2 more laps, 20 more miles to go. You're kind of vomiting, laying there on the side of the trail. You're like, "Well, we just got to kind of finish this off."
Yeah. It's literally like that's why I don't like loop races, and for the races I'm making for like May, June, and August, like all those ultra races I'm putting together, I purposely made them to where they don't have a lot of loops, but sometimes you just have to put loops.
Sometimes you have to add on those distances.
Yeah, like the East Texas Ultra, it's only like a 4-mile route that we have at that state park we want to put it on. So we have to make it like a 7-loop thing for a 50K. So, I mean, it makes it so much harder for runners. And just because, like, it is a mental thing. You're like, oh, I'm only halfway done. I have 3 more loops to go. That was only 3, Yeah. So, like, yeah, it's definitely a mental thing, especially.
What about the big dog, the last man standing?
Last man. Oh, yeah. So that one, if none of my races get approved in May, okay, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. So May 8th is supposed to be the Chupacabra 50K. I can't say where, but it's near Wichita Falls. And then May 22nd is the East Texas Ultra, which is near Tyler, Texas. It's not at Tyler State Park, though. So those 2 are supposed to be done, and they're purposely have a week in the middle to where I could promote the other one and have like a whole week off and then put on the next race. So if neither one of those both of them get approved in May, the last man standing race, which is going to be in the Dallas area, is going to be November of next year. So November 2021. But if one of those don't get approved, then I'm going to do it in May. So it's called the Backland. It's a last man standing race. It's going to be at Lake Texoma on some guy's property, and parking is going to be at the marina. And it's November 27th, 2021 is where I got it planned right now. But it's gonna be such a cool race, dude. Like,
Yeah, I'll be there for that one.
dude, it's gonna be. There's not a race like that in the Dallas area, like
No,
anywhere around us. It's
I
like
don't even know if there's really one in Texas, honestly.
there's one I found on Ultra Sign Up. That's in like by San Antonio, I think, or Austin,
Oh, okay.
and that's one. It's like on some random day, sometime I forgot when, but like there's not a known Texas last man standing trail race. I mean,
No,
you got the Jackalope Jam, which trail racing over Texas puts on, but that's all hour loop stuff. So, um, yeah, and
I'm
I
pretty
try
excited for
to,
that one.
yeah, and I think I might get it as a golden ticket race for. There's this last man standing race that's huge. I think the guy that puts on the Barclays puts it on, and if you
Yeah,
get golden tickets,
the Big Backyard
yeah,
Ultra.
yeah, the big
Labs.
backyard. I messaged them and I told them, hey, I'm putting on this race, and I think they said it has to be a certain distance each loop does. And
Mm.
with this new location, Lake Texoma, I think I'll be able to have like 3 miles worth of trail for each loop. So I might get it as a golden ticket race. If I do, hey, that's just another reason to go. So
That'd be awesome.
yeah, looking forward to that. So moving on to the last main topic. What's it like being an ultra runner at such a young age?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I like it. I think it's pretty fun. You know, it's different. Not many people our age are actually trying for this kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It feels pretty good in a lot of ways. You know, to be doing something so out of the ordinary. I don't know. It's pretty fun, but you know, we get the slack end of the deal. We're really young. We have a lot of the fast switch, like you're talking about, cross country. You know,
Dude,
coming into a 100K race, 50K race, we're not really the favorites.
Yeah,
so we get a lot of the into the slack.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And I love being young and fast and college runners because not only do we love trail running, but when we go out for trail runnings, like trail running races, first off, if it's a shorter distance, we're probably gonna win. People see us and like, oh, of course we got the fast young guy here. And then when you go to like runs and meet up, if you just feel good that day and you go run out, it's fun to get some KO wins on some trails of some trails. And
Irwin Park, Team Dirt and Vert.
Yeah, Irwin Park. Like you said, you got one KO in there,
right? Yeah, I think it's the Irwin Park Loop.
Okay.
The Team Dirt and Vert Loop.
I was close to that one, dude. I was running that. I forgot what I'm running. I think it was last weekend or the weekend before or something. And it popped up on I was running with my phone on Strava, and it showed that I was on pace, bro. But then I lost it. Then
I'm gonna have to go out and push a little harder Sunday. Maybe push the pace a little bit.
Yeah, we might have to race a little bit Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Yeah, and also I wanted to add, a lot of people, they support you. They support us as young guys running trails, but they do have an opinion. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it real quick. They a lot of older people, which are not wrong, but they talk about how at our age we shouldn't be running ultras, and just because we're still developing, we're not fully matured yet in our bodies. It's just not good for our bodies and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have a good point. They do.
Yeah, and they do, and they're right. I mean, we really shouldn't be, but hey, I mean,
you're only on this earth for 80 to 100 years, maybe.
Why not? Why not go for it? I mean,
why not push the limits a little bit?
Yeah, and hey, if you can't run or walk for like a year because you like messed up your hips or something, hey, it's part of the thing. I mean, ultra running in general is not really healthy. So
yeah, true.
Yeah, a lot of people really don't support it though, but we make the best of it. So
it's true.
Yeah. So at the Dino Valley 100K, what'd you get when you finished?
Like what do you mean? What did I get? Like placing?
Yeah, that, and then also like, did you get like medals and stuff, or how'd that work?
Yeah. Yes. So I came in, if I'm not wrong, I finished in 8th place.
Okay.
Might be wrong. It might be 9th. It's 8 or 9. It was like 18 hours, I think. So yeah, when I got done, I finished. Of course, it was like 2:40 in the morning. But yeah, I have a medal, the finisher's medal, and then the buckle is being sent to the house. I think 6 weeks is a total. So I'm gonna be getting a 100K buckle in the mail.
Hey, I forgot you get a buckle. That's cool. Is that wait? They had a 100-miler going on too, right?
Yeah. So the 100-miler is a golden buckle, and then they have a 24-hour buckle for the 100-miler, and it's silver. And so my 100K is silver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool that you
Yep.
actually have a buckle. It'll be your first ever 100K.
First
Um,
buckle.
yeah, Dinosaur Valley 100K was your first one. Bro, I'm scared. I'm scared to think of what we're gonna be running like 10 years from now.
It's going to be some sadistic stuff.
Some like 300-mile race in Antarctica. Yeah, I know there was one. Is there ones where like they like sled like 300 miles? They carry a sled or something for like 200 or 300 miles.
And we can do some ruck running. Run with the 50-pound bags on us.
Dude, I'm actually down. Like, honestly, you know what? This weekend, let's just do 3 loops at Irwin and call it an ultra. Let's do
Okay.
the 50K this weekend.
I'll bet we got to start early. I got work.
What time you got work?
12.
12? Okay, we'll start at 6 a.m.
Fine by me. I'll be there.
And we should finish. Actually, no, since you start at 12, we'll start at 5 a.m. And we should
Sounds
finish
good.
around 10.
Yeah, push the limits a little bit.
5 hours?
I got the nutrition.
6 hours? Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you got to leave early, that's fine. I'll finish the last loop. I'll gut it out.
Oh, no, I'll show up to work late. You're not finishing. You're not finishing without me.
All right, but yeah, that's the plan. Everyone show up Team Dirt Vert Sunday.
Team Dirt Vert, 7:30, Irwin Park.
Yeah, honestly, guys, they're an awesome group to run with. I run with them. I ran with them a lot in the summer, and then I got back, and I ran with them again.
There's a pace group for everybody.
Yeah, literally, like, you got the really fast guys in the front, which was like 3 or 4, and then you got like the normal, like literally, you got the middle pack, which runs like a couple people, and you got the back pack to where like it's literally people running their first mile for the first time or something. Like literally everybody. So if you're fast, slow, doesn't matter. Like even if you could like only walk, like
bring your dogs.
Yeah,
Bring
they got dogs
family.
and stuff. So yeah, and I got one of their hoodies too. I wish I had brought it, but they got cool merch and stuff like that. So yeah, huge shout out to Team Dare and Vert. They're a cool group. So and plus we'll be out there almost every weekend. So yeah, definitely got to show up. But yeah, man, I think that we covered everything.
Okay.
Yeah, covered all the topics and everything.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, everyone go check out his Instagram. It's in the link. It's in the link below this. You can give him a follow on there, and you'll definitely see more from him. He'll definitely be on here again. But yeah, guys, make sure you go give him a follow. You got any last words?
Thank you for having me. And
Thanks for coming
he's a
on,
good guy. Everybody come out to every single one of the races. Gonna have a lot of people, a lot of fun.
Appreciate it, man. Yep, 6 races next year, 2021. But yeah, so every Saturday, the show's every Saturday. They range anywhere between 20 minutes to an hour. So definitely tune in on whether it's a long run or your ride to work or whatever. And guys, can y'all please leave a rating below? We have several hundred listeners, and we only have like 2 ratings on Apple Podcasts. So if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, just click the 5 stars. Please click the 5 stars. Nothing below
with the
that.
5 stars.
Yeah, just click the 5 stars below, and you don't even have to like leave a written comment or nothing like that. So I would appreciate
Smash
that.
the like button.
Yeah, smash the like, smash the 5-star button. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate it though, and I'll see y'all next Saturday.